She started out as a 14-year-old co-hosting a children's show, then became a household name as we first had breakfast with her and then lunch. Now, although she's been axed a number of times, she's done more live television in this country than any other Australian. Hey, Kerri-Anne.
What are you doing here?
How are you? What do you think, Kerri-Anne Kennerley? This is your life.
Oh, God.
You think you're going to lunch, don't you?
I hope so.
You're not? And you had a dinner engagement?
Yes.
You don't? And...
But I haven't had my hair done.
And tomorrow's arrangements you can too. So we've just taken over your life.
Oh, my heavens.
And you're not allowed to open that.
Oh, God. I mean, Dave get one of those for years.
You were born Kerri-Anne Wright on the 22nd of September 1953. You are the youngest of the 4 children to Grace and Eddie, who's a Brisbane building contractor. Kerri-Anne, you're a beautiful and perfectly behaved child, and even as a toddler, it is obvious that showbiz is running in your veins, particularly Barbara Streisand numbers, is that right?
The odd one.
The odd one? You knew everyone off by heart, we're told.
OK.
Still only a little girl, you tell your whole family that one day you will be a renowned performer, even if that means you showing no interest whatsoever in the family's vegetable farm.
And she did no work whatsoever.
It's your sister Jan,
Yes.
brothers Russ and Malcolm, and your mum and dad.
I think there's one thing she hasn't achieved yet, having a lot of trouble with. It's getting out of the bunkers and the golf course.
Now, and Mrs. Wright, you actually told Kerri some advice. You gave her some advice.
Well, the only advice I could ever give her is to say, stay natural, be yourself.
And I think she has.
And I think she has.
Yeah.
And I'm really very proud of her.
If it wasn't for you, Jim, I would never, I doubt whether I would ever have gone on to have as much fun and work at the things that I've loved in my life if it hadn't been for you and the years that you mentored me at Mount Coot-tha at Channel 9.
It was my greatest pleasure.
So your TV career takes off on this show, which is called Everybody In. It starts out as a daily children's show, but then it becomes teenage pop.
Right now, I'd like to tell you about Streets Ice Cream. Streets Mount is a brand new taste treat from Streets, and it's only 5 cents at your favourite store, and it contains banana and strawberry, and it's just too delicious, Greg, and I love them.
You co-host and perform for 4 years. At 16, you leave school, but your mum insists you have something to fall back on in case television doesn't work out, didn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Which was?
We had to go to secretarial school and learn, shorthand and typing, and I even did accountancy. That'll make you laugh.
And you told your mum something when you came home with a certificate, didn't you?
Yeah, I will never, ever, ever do this for a job.
You're 18 in 1971 when you moved to Channel 10 to host The Saturday Show. It's a live 3-hour national teenagers program. But you're not there too long before you decide to take off and pursue a solo singing career in New York.
For some reason, even growing up, I always thought New York. I never thought London or Europe. For some reason, America, New York fascinated me. I don't really know why.
We've managed, Kerri-Anne, to dig up some of those original demo tapes from America. Have a look at this.
Take me higher, higher.
I'm still trying to figure out why I never made it there.
Well, while you were there, you start dating someone who is to become your husband, John Kennerley.
She said if I ever let them do this to her, she'd kill me if she didn't tell her.
Will you?
It'll be close.
You won't. We're close, touch and go. While in New York, you become the face of Lotto. Have a look at this from 1978.
We have Kerri-Anne, prettiest scorekeeper in television, standing by. And there are all the numbers. To Kerri-Anne at the board. Last look at all the winning numbers, 12, 37, 25, 39. 2016, the supplementary is 34.
The next year, you're 26 and return home first to make some really memorable TV appearances.
What would you do if they sang out a tune? Would you stand up and walk out and meet their violence and help from the friends?
then land a plum role in the soapy The Restless Years.
Please just leave now. Get out, please.
The real reason, not because of me.
No!
Because she killed your father.
Well, as luck would have it, you now apply for a researcher's job on Channel 10's Good Morning Australia. Now, as it turns out, producers are looking for a summer co-host and worry that maybe you're not experienced enough. But you certainly changed their minds when you snare an exclusive interview, didn't you?
Yep.
And it was?
And it was with Viv Richards.
How did you get it?
Well, I had to ask who he was first. Well, in the office they were saying, OK, if you can get this interview with Viv Richards, you know, we'll work on it. And I've gone, yeah, OK, fine. So I called John and said, who's Viv Richards? Explained he's a cricketer. I knew the hotel near the airport where the boys were flying in before they go to Adelaide, so I went out there. No, we're not doing any interviews. And I've gone, oh, no, but you don't understand. I actually have to have this interview. And I found out through one of the door guys which room he was in. So I went up on the room and he's opened. And I've gone, excuse me, I'd love to do this interview. No, too tired. And I've gone, no, but I really, really want this job. I have to have this job. Please, just, you know, a minute. He says, well, I'm not leaving the room. I'll give you a few minutes. So there he was, sat up in bed, no clothes on. In bed, but at least there was me and the entire camera crew.
And you got the interview.
And I sat on the bed doing my first interview ever with the crew and Viv Richards half naked in bed.
Good Morning Australia pioneers breakfast television in Australia. You co-host for over a decade, surviving 7 executive producers and 4 more co-hosts. Ladies and gentlemen, Ron Wilson, Tim Webster, Mike Gibson and Terry Willesee.
She did have one problem, though. She could never remember names.
No, really? Yeah. We just happen to have something along that line. Let's have a look at this.
Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Natasha. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning, but you've got the wrong names there. We've got something even better.
Good morning, Steve.
It's Kevin.
Oh, Steve, it's Kevin Nichols.
Huge, big python or something.
Oh.
Just watch the little one behind.
What, you watch this? What's that?
But after 11 years with Good Morning Australia, your contract is not renewed. You're out of a job and you turn to radio. You're made breakfast announcer and chief executive officer of 2CH, but that doesn't last long at all. Then, after no shortage of lobbying on your part, you take over the midday show.
Doing anything around a pool, you should be very careful, you should be totally surprised. Come on.
Great stuff. But after 3 years, the ratings begin to slide and the axe finally falls on the program. And you naturally weren't very happy about it, were you?
No, ratings weren't all that bad, Mike.
Sorry?
Ratings weren't all that bad.
Weren't they? So why do you think they axed it?
I think there were a lot of reasons. Would you like to go into them now?
I'm happy to. I'm game if you are.
You're the one still working here.
Hey up, that pie's come yet, lad.
All the way from London, ladies and gentlemen, Kerri-Anne's best mate, Patricia Graham.
I mean, we actually went out for pizza once and didn't come home for 2 days. But we don't tell John. Wait, we don't tell him.
But how long are you here now for, Patricia? Maybe we should warn him.
Friday, darling.
I got to say, the last time I literally sang or did that song was the last midday show. This could really finish off the career.
Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and getting back in the race. That night, and I can't.
Kerri-Anne Kennerley, this is your life.